Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In the previous video, we were discuss about the what do you mean by the refraction, right? Now in this video, we understand refraction through the rectangular glass slab. How the rays of the light are refracted from the glass slab. So here, the rays of the light are enter from the air to the glass medium and glass medium to again into the air. So for that, dear student, we understand the refraction through the glass slab with the help of the one activity, right? This activity shows how the rays of the light are refracted through the glass slab, right? So activity number 10.10 in the textbook, right? So as per the activity, we consider fix a sheet of white paper on a drawing board using a drawing pin. We take a one drawing board, and on a drawing board we fix a white paper using a drawing pin, right? So we attach a one piece of a white paper on a drawing board. Now second point is place a rectangular glass slab over the sheet in the middle. In the middle of the white paper, we place a rectangular glass slab. Now draw the outline of the slab with the pencil and let us the outline name A, B, C, D. Now see in the figure, right? If we take a one white sheet, right, and place a rectangular glass on the middle of the white sheet and draw the outline of the rectangular glass and name that A, B, C and D. So here the four different parallel lines of the glass slab we get, right? A, B, C and D. Now on the white paper, take two pins, right? Say in E and F. So draw one ray of the light on the glass slab, right? And mark a two pin E and F. So fix a two pin E and F vertically such that the line joining the pins is inclined at a point at the edge A B, right? So on the side AB, draw a one line that is the ray of the light and fix a 2 point pins, right, E and F, such that this ray of the light inclined at a some angle with the normal to the surface AB, right? Now look for the image of a pin E and F through the opposite edge of the glass slab, right? So consider the image of E and F. See from the glass slab on the opposite side of the two pin. So seen from the glass slab, obtain the image of the two pins E and F, right? So as the rays of the light from the pin traveling from the glass slab, the rays of the light are bent, right? Because the we know that when the rays of the light is traveling from the one transparent medium to the another transparent medium, the ray of the light, the direction of the light changes, right? So look for the image of the pin E and F through the opposite edge of the glass slab and fix other two pins G and H such that these all the four pins are lies in a straight line, right? So first of all fix the two pin E and F on the side of the AB and then look the image of these two pin E and F on the opposite side, that means from the side CD, and fix another two pin G and H such that all the 4 pins E, F, G and H lies in a straight line. Right? Now remove the pins and glass slab. Right? So now remove all the pins. We mark this for the pins E, F, G and H. Now remove all the 4 pins and the glass slab and join the position of the tip of the pin E and F and produce the line up to the AB. Now draw the line joining E and F and produce this line on the AB. Similarly, draw a line from the pin G and H and draw a line on the CD. Right? So similarly, let us this line EF is called the incident ray to the glass and this line GH is called the emergent ray from the glass slab. So this all the four this both the two lines EF and GH are not in the same direction. The GH line is somehow shifted from the EF line, right? So if we extend this EF line, it is in this direction, but we get the GH ray is in the direction somehow shifted from the incident ray, shifted from the EF line, and this shift is known as the lateral shift. Why this happen? Because of the refraction of the light. So when we consider the ray of the light EF is incident on the surface AB, here the rays of the light is enter from the air to the glass medium, right? One transparent medium to the another transparent medium. The ray of the light change its direction first time, right, at the point O, right? Now, at the point O dash, the ray of the light passing again from the glass medium to the air medium. So again it change its direction, right? So due to this, the ray of the light is shifted somehow, and this shift is known as the lateral shift. Similarly, when we place a glass slab over the some letters, the some letters are appearing high when we view from the glass slab because of this reason. So dear student, understand this activity. શું કરવાનું એક્ટિવિટીની અંદર એક વ્હાઇટ પેપર લેવાનું, એ વ્હાઇટ પેપરને ડ્રોઈંગ બોર્ડ પર ડ્રોઈંગ પિનથી શું કરી દેવાનું, ફિક્સ કરી દેવાનું. On the center of this white paper, place a rectangular bar. એક રેક્ટેન્ગ્યુલર ગ્લાસ સ્લેબ જે છે આ રીતનો રેક્ટેન્ગ્યુલર ગ્લાસ સ્લેબને આપણે શું કરવાનું, આ વ્હાઇટ પેપર પર આપણે મૂકી દેવાનો અને એની આઉટલાઇન ડ્રો કરી દેવાની. આ રીતના એને પેન્સિલથી આપણે આઉટલાઇન ABCD આપણે ડ્રો કરીશું. એટલે ધીસ વન ઇઝ યોર ગ્લાસ સ્લેબ. આ તમારું શું થશે, ગ્લાસ સ્લેબ થઈ જશે. ફરી શું કરવાનું, ટેક અ 4 આઇડેન્ટિકલ પિન્સ. 4 પિન આપણે લેવાની અને એમાંથી 2 પિનને આપણે ગ્લાસ સ્લેબની AB સાઈડ બાજુ ફિક્સ કરવાની એવી રીતના કે એની જે લાઈન છે EF એ ગ્લાસ સ્લેબની AB લાઈન સાથે, AB સરફેસ સાથે શું બનાવે, કંઈક એંગલ બનાવે. બરાબર. નાવ બીજી જે 2 પિન છે એ 2 પિનને આપણે ઓપોઝિટ સાઈડ એટલે કે CD સાઈડથી જોવાનું અને એ CD સાઈડથી આપણે એ 2 પિન છે E અને F છે એ બંને પિનની ઇમેજ જોવાની અને CD સાઈડ પર આપણે બીજી 2 પિનો એવી રીતના લગાવવાની કે E પિન, F પિન, G પિન અને H પિન ચારે 4 પિનો એક સીધી લાઈનમાં તમને દેખાય on a straight line, right? So view from the opposite side CD, view from the side CD and place it to another pin G and H such that all the 4 pins E, F, G and H are in a same line. Now remove all the pins. We mark all the 4 pins E, F, G and H and remove all the 4 pins and glass lamp. Now draw the outlines line from the E and F up to the A, right? So this ray is called the incident ray to the glass slab. The ray EF enters from the air to the glass slab. And similarly, draw a આપણે શું કરવાનું, GH ને જોઈન કરતી આપણે લાઈન ડ્રો કરવાની અપ ટુ CD, રાઈટ. સો ધીસ રે ઇઝ કોલ્ડ ધ ઇમર્જન્ટ રે. આ રેને શું કહ્યું, ઇમર્જન્ટ રે કહ્યું, બરાબર. સો ઓબ્ઝર્વ these two rays are parallel to each other, right. બંને રે શું હશે, એકબીજાના પેરેલલમાં હશે, but not in the same direction. Here the EF ray, if we extend this EF ray by the dotted line, it will going in a direction L and P, right. But we get, after refraction, we get the GH ray which is in the same direction of the EF ray but somehow shifted. અને આ શિફ્ટ જે આવ્યું એ શિફ્ટને આપણે શું કહીએ છીએ, લેટરલ શિફ્ટ કહે છે. સો લેટરલ શિફ્ટ અકર ડ્યુ ટુ ધ રિફ્રેક્શન ઓફ ધ લાઇટ. તો અહીંયા રિફ્રેક્શન કેટલી વખત હશે, 2 વખત હશે. પહેલું રિફ્રેક્શન, સો ઇફ વી કન્સિડર ધ લાઇટ રે EF લાઇટને આપણે શું કહ્યું, ઇન્સિડન્ટ રે કહ્યું. એટલે પોઈન્ટ O આગળ શું થશે, પહેલું રિફ્રેક્શન થશે. અને બીજું રિફ્રેક્શન કઈ આગળ થશે, પોઈન્ટ O ડેશ આગળ થશે. So when the rays of the light is incident from air glass interface, એર માંથી ગ્લાસમાં જશે એટલે પહેલું રે ઓફ લાઇટ રિફ્રેક્શન કઈ થશે, O આગળ થશે, બરાબર. અને આફ્ટર O the ray of light change its direction. At the point O the ray of the light change its direction. હવે ફર્ધર O આગળથી રે ઓફ લાઇટ કઈ જશે, સ્ટ્રેટ લાઇનની અંદર O ડેશ આગળ આવશે. O ડેશ આગળ પાછું શું હશે, ગ્લાસ સરફેસમાંથી, ગ્લાસ મીડિયમમાંથી પાછું એર મીડિયમમાં આવશે, બરાબર. એટલે ફરી પાછું રિફ્રેક્શન થશે અને એ રિફ્રેક્શન થઈને તમને શું મળશે, ઇમર્જન્ટ રે GH મળશે, રાઈટ. અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ડિયર સ્ટુડન્ટ? નાઉ let us see this, right. When the ray of the light is incident at the surface AB at a point O at the angle of incident I1, right, with the normal to the surface and ADS, right. So draw a first normal to the point of incident O, right, and incident ray EF. So at the point O the ray of the light enter from the air to the glass, so it change its direction and go in the direction to the O dash, right. Now at the point O dash the ray of the light again travel from the glass to the air medium, so again it change its direction and going towards the ray GH. So here the incident ray EF and emergent ray GH both are in the same direction but somehow shifted. How much shifted? Shifted by a M into ML line, right. So this distance is called the lateral shift, right. Understand what do you mean by the lateral shift? So what do you mean by the lateral shift? So when the ray of the light enter to the air to the glass and glass to the air surface, the incident ray and emergent ray are parallel to each other but somehow shifted, right. And this shift is called the lateral shift. So let us see again, right, with the same figure. You need not draw this figure again and again, right. So at the point O the incident light ray EF enters from the air into glass. It bends towards the normal NN dash and travel along the O dash. So first of all, as we see in the previous slide, the ray EF enters at a point O, enters from the air to the glass intermediate. It bends towards the normal. So from this you will understand that, so when the ray of the light is traveling from the air to glass, right, the ray of the light bend towards the normal NN dash. કઈ બાજુ બેન્ડ થશે, NN dash normal ની direction માં bend થશે, right. So similarly again the ray of light at a point O traveling in the direction O dash. At the point O dash the light ray enters from the glass into the air. It bends away from the normal MM dash and travel along a GH. So when the ray of the light emerging from the glass slab, right, it bends away from the light. So from this we can say that when the ray of the light passing from the glass medium to the air medium, the ray of the light bend away from the normal, right, and it moves along the GH. So here the incident ray EF and the emergent ray GH are parallel to each other, and that means the angle of incident I1 and angle of emergent R2 are same. So here the incident ray EF and emergent ray GH both are in the same direction. So we can say that the angle of incident I1 and the angle of emergent R2 are same. So that is the important point. Refraction through the glass slab. So in the refraction through a glass slab, the angle of incident I1 and the angle of emergent R2 are same, right? But here the incident ray and the emergent ray are parallel to each other but shift side away slightly. It will shifted side away by a slightly, and this shift is called the lateral shift. Do you understand what do you mean by the lateral shift? Here the incident ray EF and the emergent ray GH both are parallel to each other. That means angle of incident I1 and the angle of emergent R2 are same. But the emergent ray EF is shifted side away slightly. It will shift by some amount, and this shift is called the lateral shift, right? Understand what do you mean by the lateral shift? કે જ્યાં ઇન્સિડન્ટ રે છે EF અને ઇમર્જન્ટ રે GH બંને સેમ ડિરેક્શનમાં હશે, પણ ઇન્સિડન્ટ રે કરતાં ઇમર્જન્ટ રે થોડુંક શિફ્ટ થઈ ગયું હશે, અને એ શિફ્ટ જેટલું શિફ્ટ થયું છે એ શિફ્ટને આપણે શું કહીશું? લેટરલ શિફ્ટ કહેવામાં આવે છે. So dear student, understand how the refraction occur through the rectangular glass slab. This question is most important for the examination purpose of you. So prepare this question carefully, right? Now we discuss some important points regarding a refraction through the glass slab. So when the rays of the light are refracted from the glass slab, the angle of incident and the angle of emergent are same, right? When the rays of the light are refracted from the glass slab, the angle of incident and the angle of emergent are same, right? And so that incident ray and emergent ray are parallel to each other. But except this, two important point is that the ray of the light, when the ray of light traveling from rare medium, what is the rare medium? Like a air is a rare medium, right, to the denser medium like a glass, water, etc., right, the ray of the light bends towards the normal. This point is very important. When the ray of the light traveling from rare medium like a air, right, to the denser medium like a glass, water, the ray of the light bends towards the normal, right? Similarly, if you see in the previous case, when the ray of the light traveling from air medium to glass medium, the ray of the light bends towards the normal in this direction, towards the normal direction, right? And another point is that when the ray of light traveling from the dense medium like a glass, water, to the air medium, rare medium, right, the ray of the light bends away from the normal, right? Understand these 2 points. This 2 point is very important for the refraction. When the ray of the light traveling from rare medium to the dense medium, the ray of the light bends towards the normal, and when the ray of the light passing from dense medium to the rare medium, the ray of light bends away from the normal, right? So these 2 points is very important regarding a refraction of light, right? So now why this happen, right? So what is the cause behind this? The ray of the light bends towards the normal, the ray of the light bends away from the normal. What is the reason behind that? So we understand cause of refraction, right? What are the cause of refraction? So the refraction occur. What do you mean by the refraction? When the ray of the light passing from one transparent medium to the another transparent medium, the ray of the light change its direction. So why these changes occur, right? Due to the change in the speed of the light as travel from the one transparent medium to the another transparent medium. So here, dear student, the speed of the light is different in the different medium, and due to the change in the speed of the light in a different medium is different, the refraction occurs when the ray of the light passing from the one transparent medium to the another transparent medium, because in both the medium the speed of the light is a different, right? Later on we will calculate the speed of the light in water, the speed of the light in a glass, right? But here the speed of the light is maximum in air, right? The speed of the light is maximum in vacuum or a air, and the speed of the light in a air is a 3 into 10 raised to 8. So as the light travel in a different medium, the speed of the light is different, right? As the light travel from the air to glass medium, the speed of the light is decreased. So that is the cause behind the refraction. What is the cause behind the refraction? The cause behind the refraction is the change in the speed of the light when it travels from one transparent medium to the another transparent medium. The speed of the light is maximum in a air, or we can say the vacuum. The speed of the light in a air or vacuum is a 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That means the light travels 3 lakh kilometer in a 1 second. So dear student, I hope that you understand this question. Explain the refraction through a rectangular glass slab, and what is the reason behind the refraction.